All right, guys, I got one of these first generation drives for the Pelican Catch 130s. I've had it for about 4 years, and finally, this rod, these masts they use for the fins, one of them finally snapped on me when I was out on the lake. So it was the rear fin. So I've already drilled this with a hole, 1/8 inch, and I'm going to use one of these extractors right here to remove it. It comes with a bit, but I've already drilled it, so it's a small, real small extractor. I can use that to get that out of there, and because they do use Loctite on these threads, and if it snaps off, you're never going to be able to get anything on here because as you can see, it broke off really flush right there. You're never going to be able to get anything on there that will grip it tight enough that you can spin that out. So I'm going to try to use this extractor and see if I can't get this out of here. I guess I'll just go ahead and let you guys observe, and that way if I'm screwing up along the way or getting frustrated or anything like that, you're going to be able to see that. No editing involved, you know, to make it seem like it's an easier job than it actually is. You know, but I don't need the bit because I've already, like I said, I've already drilled the hole, but it comes with one. I should be able to just put it right down inside there. Looks like I got to drill a little bit deeper for this thing to engage. So I'm going to pause it while I drill that a little bit deeper, and so this thing will actually bite. So you got to go a little bit deeper inside that, because right now it's not biting. So bear with me. Okay, so I used the bit that came with the package because it's a little bit smaller than the 1/8 inch bit I started with. Hopefully this will bite. Still not quite deep enough, so I got to go a little bit deeper. All right, I think that's it. You probably won't have to drill as deep as me when it comes to it, because I was using an 1/8 inch bit on my impact, and this is a 7/64, which I know it's only a 1/64 of an inch difference, but apparently it does make a difference. And using the easy out, I was able to get it in there, and I don't have that tool. I just picked up one of the tools for the die so I could retap the rod. But let's see if this will help me to get this backed out. Okay, it's getting a little bit of tension on it. I'm not sure if it's going to do it or not. But yeah, it looks like I got to go a little bit deeper still. It's kind of a deal where I really didn't plan ahead there, you know, so I'm just going to let the tape roll. Yeah, and I forgot myself because this is a stainless rod. And anytime you're drilling anything stainless or even cutting anything stainless, you want to go slow and press hard. As you can see, there's probably 3/4 of an inch of thread there. So I'm sure that I've drilled all the way to the bottom of this thing. And we'll see if this is going to bite enough to do the job, to actually get that thing to back out. Because it does have that Loctite on it, and it's taking a fair bit of pressure. There it is. It just broke free. So thankfully that's going to come out, and then I'm going to be able to tap that rod and just lose 3/4 inch of my mast until I can find a piece of 3/8 stainless round bar that I can then fabricate. Because you know, Pelican, they don't make the Gen 1 anymore. They got the Gen 2, and it doesn't use threads anymore, okay? And they've got you drop it in, and it's got a flat spot and a set screw, and I guess that's so they can change them when they break, but because they don't make it anymore, they don't have parts for it. And that was the dilemma I was in. I'm like, okay, you know, I need to get parts, and I'm like, I'm going to wait around and miss out on a lot of my good fishing season. And I finally just decided, you know what, I got to do something about this, because I'm not going to sit around and wait for a company that doesn't really care if I go fishing or not to do something. So I thought, well, I'll get this out of here, and the next step is to tap this rod. And once I tap this rod, it'll insert down inside this fin, the drive fin, and it'll just be about 3/4 of an inch shy of making it all the way to the bottom. And I don't think that's going to hurt anything. It'll be in the back one anyway, but I don't know if it makes a difference or not. But I will be looking for a piece of round bar that is the correct length, and I'll record that length so that I don't have to keep taking this thing apart. The length on this is coming in just shy of 11 inches. So there it is. I've got that out, and now it's just a matter of using the tap to tap the threads. But that's a separate video. So I'll see you on the next one. And don't mind this bench. It's a this is where I normally build smokeless fire pits under the brand name Amicus fire pits. This is a, I know it's hard to understand it unless you see it. Amicus fire pits. Those are really cool too. So I'll put a link in the description for those, and you can check them out and see what they're all about. If you like campfires, it might be something worth looking into. Anyway, next video, I'm going to tap that rod and try to get this thing back together, and then use some of Marty Zoffinger's tips on how to make this entire drive assembly quieter by putting some stainless steel bolts through here, eliminating these adjustment factors, because I'm the only one that ever uses this one, so I don't have to have the quick change on it. And he's got a thing about stiffening the pedals and how to make everything just quieter and smoother, especially if you're the only person that ever uses it. You don't really need to have that pedal adjustment. So next time,